You guys ready to have some fun tonight? Before we start the show, we have a couple house rules. Please keep your table talk down to a minimum. Please put your phone on silent, and if you do get a call, please take it outside. And please don't heckle the comedians. Because we don't like it. Anyways, guys, I recently started school back up, like in person. And you'd think things would change with COVID. But I mean, I get to see half the face of girls when I try to check them out, which is nice. But the bathrooms are the big problem. I mean, they didn't change at all. They are still nasty. There are things on that toilet seat that do not come off. I mean, I just try to avoid that place in general. Every time I need to go to the bathroom, I just hold it till I have to get back home. But there was this one time I had to go so bad. So I go in there. But the thing about these bathrooms is that the stall doors are barely hanging on. And so anybody can walk in at any moment. So I'm just hoping and praying that nobody comes in. But then I hear the door open. So I had to put my feet up. You have to be as quiet as possible. Oh no. Then this happens. You're pooping! I'm telling all the girls you're pooping! Then by lunchtime, all the girls knew. All of them knew that I was dropping the deuce. It's embarrassing! Never happened to you guys? Just me? Okay. But then there's the times when I have to go pee in the urinals. And I always get stuck with that kid that wants to pull his pants all the way down. I mean, I get it. I did it when I was in kindergarten. Guys, this kid, he had hair on his butt cheeks. It's full puberty butt cheeks. It's nasty and very uncomfortable. So anyways, my dad put me in this scouting program. He said it was supposed to make me a man. But I haven't learned anything that's even close to making me a man. This is the kind of man my dad is. I mean, there's no taking out the trash merit badge. There's no doing the dishes merit badge. There's no sitting on the couch farting all day watching Grey's Anatomy merit badge. But guys, the things have definitely changed in scouting. And the merit badges have changed. There's now a pandemic merit badge, which consists of me getting food storage and digging a bunker. Guys, I'm just digging holes out there. It's terrible. There's also the quarantine merit badge, which consists of me doing chores, homework, and hanging out with my sister. She smells so bad. It's not fun to share a room with her. But there's also the protest merit badge. That one was not fun. Anyways, another thing that's changed is that they're letting the Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts, which I'm all for, but what I want to know, are they letting the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts? And I know what you're thinking, Preston, isn't that a pansy move for a guy to join the Girl Scouts? No, it's not. Guys, it's like a guy joining the cheerleading squad. He not only gets to throw cute girls up in the air all day, I not only get to hang out with them, I get free cookies. Yeah, it's a win-win. Okay, but I also know what happens at the Boy Scout camps. It's disgusting. We pretty much just light our farts on fire. But I want to know what magic happens over there at the Girl Scout camps. I mean, I get my swim merit badge daily if I get to swim and hang out with all the girls all day. I mean, my first move would be, hey Jessica, you got your chicken merit badge? No, hop my shoulders, play some chicken. But in all seriousness, guys, what I really want to know is there kissing merit badge? I mean, is there like first base merit badge, second base merit badge, third base merit badge, all? I mean, I'm all about getting my merit badges, but I'd have to have an awkward conversation with my parents if I go home. And I don't think there's a baby making merit badge. Is it really worth it? No, okay. But I'm in the deep end of puberty, and I am drowning. I got my first sports physical not too long ago. Every guy in here knows how terrible that is. I mean, I don't know what the girls got, but for us it's the turn your head and cough while they're touching all the hard candies. Yeah. So before my doctor goes and does all the business, he does this. All right, Preston, don't worry. This is a lot more awkward for me than it is for you. What? No. First of all, you're my doctor, and my mom was in the room. It's not a fun experience. So when I'm leaving there, I'm trying to get out of there as fast as I can. But he stops me, and he hands me this. For those of you who can't see what this says puberty, and he told me to read the whole thing. But what he didn't tell me is that it was for both boys and girls. So now I know exactly what happens to the girls. Let me say I am so sorry. That is disgusting. And I'm gonna read off what's supposed to happen to me and is happening to me right now. Okay, first, you get taller and gain weight. Okay, I haven't gotten much taller, but I'm definitely getting wider. Underneath this jacket, I am very pear-shaped. I'm going through a chunky phase. At least that's what my parents call it, a phase. But if you look at my dad, phase 2 is not looking too good for me. You should see my grandpa, phase 3 is... Moving on. Sweat and oil glands become active, causing acne and body odor. Okay, acne hasn't hit me too hard, but here's the thing, guys. I used to live in Las Vegas, Nevada, and before all the COVID stuff hit and I was still in school there, in the middle of August, when it was still 100-some degrees outside, the air conditioning at my middle school broke down. Yeah, that was pretty much our reaction as well. But think about it, a whole bunch of kids with terrible body odor in 100-some degree classrooms. There was a whole lot of Axe body spray going around. Both the boys and the girls were using it. I mean, this one kid came up to me and they're like, "Hey Preston, can I use your Axe?" I said yes, because I'm the kind, that's what I do, but then she beat me up and stole my lunch money. Moving on. Voice gets deeper. Okay. There's something with this that is terrible, because my voice wants to crack at the worst times. It's just not a good thing. Okay. Next. Your testicles get bigger and your scrotum gets darker and hangs lower. The only thing that comes to mind when I read that was roasting a marshmallow too long over an open campfire. Here's the visual, when it like sags off the stick and you're yelling at your other sibling to get the freaking graham cracker so you don't drop the mallow in the fire. And then there's the sounds, there's the sizzle, the pop, muscles get bigger and shoulders get wider. Okay, obviously, That's already happened. All right? Yeah, he agrees. Moving on. Okay. Nipples may be swollen and tender. Guys, about this one, I just thought I had oversized nipples. Until I went to PE class. Apparently we're all dealing with this. But I should probably tell my mom to stop putting so much starch in my shirts. So I'm tired of wearing band-aids on my nipples. It's embarrassing. Next. You grow hair on your underarms, public area, face. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. It says pubic. Which makes sense because my mom always said these were privates. How can you now? Okay, never mind. Your wiener? Your wiener gets longer and wider. You know what, guys? Let's just say, here's the hoping. All right, guys, that's my time. Okay. You guys ready for your headliner? Come on, guys, you can do better than that. You guys ready for your headliner? Let me bring to the stage the very funny Heath Harmison.
All right, give it up for my son, everybody. Give it up for my offspring. Coming out here, all you drunk people telling jokes. It's great. Awesome, guys. Welcome to the comedy show here at Kodo. Round of applause if you've been here before. Good. Thanks for coming back. I mean, for comedy, not just a drink. There's a difference. We want to thank you for leaving your kids tonight and with whatever babysitter you have. Again, if you get a call, please take it outside. We do not give a shit what is happening at home. Okay? This is going to be good. We're going to have fun. Also, give it up for my metrosexual sweater that I decided, well, my wife decided to give me. So it's very snug. Matches my pants. These fit like regular pants before the quarantine stuff. Guys, it was terrible. It was a weird year last year, right? I'm so glad 2020's over. And I don't know what it's gonna look like this year, but I hope it's better. 2020 was weird, man. We were living in Vegas, right? We're there, and I had to homeschool my kids for a while, guys. That's a problem. All right, I was the math teacher, okay? So my kids got a solid 5th grade education, all right? Yeah, I did, however, successfully obliterate Common Core from their brains because I am not learning math twice, okay? It was hard enough the first time. We carry the 2 in my house, that's it. You just throw it right up there, just pluck it up there, then carry it down. I don't know how. Why does it gotta be so different? Anyways, I'm not gonna get into it. My wife, she taught everything else, basically. But I'll say this, bullying was way worse homeschooling. Yeah, it was, my wife's a no-nonsense woman, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that right now. Oh man, what did I do? When this pandemic started, I had to do something, man. I had to do something. I was just sitting at home, not telling jokes to anybody on stage, so I had to do something. So I was talking to my daughter. She's like, "Dad, you need to get on TikTok." I'm like, what's TikTok? She's like, you get on there, you do stuff. That stuff? What kind of stuff? She's like, well, dancing and stuff. I'm like, I don't dance, sweetie. Right? She's like, well, there's other stuff too. And I'm like, whatever, right? So I go and check this TikTok thing out, right? First thing I see on TikTok is this. That's what I see. Yeah, and it was my son's video. Kid. Oh, I'm a little worried. He's got the hip movements. He's gonna get hide your daughters. So I was like, I'm not gonna dance, right? So My daughter's like, well, what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't know, we're going on the TikToks. She's like, Rice Krispie. I'm like, then I was like, yeah, and I'll even put on this stupid hat. Put on this stupid. Hey y'all, how's it going? My name's Thomas Pables. Here we go. This is like a jackass, but apparently about 270,000 people decided to follow that shit. That's what that. I was like, what is going on? What? So now I'm stuck. Talk to my son as Thomas Pables. It was awesome. No, he had the talk a long time ago. But yeah, we did some groups. There's 13-year-olds and stay-at-home moms on there. I'll tell you that right now. They're all getting after it. But I make stupid Thomas Pables. Father, you guys, round of applause if you've had children in here. Have the kids? You should see all your faces. Are you sure you don't have any shots? I love being a dad, man. I got my son, he's 14, my daughter's 12. My son, all right, that is American football, all right, none of this shit, right? Real football with touchdowns and such, where you can actually hit them, not just flick them in the air. They're like, ah! They're like, red card! You know that stupid shit? What is this, a soccer crowd? What's going on? This is ridiculous. But he loves football, and we were living in Vegas, but before we moved to Vegas, we were living in Boise, that's to the north. We were living in Boise, Idaho, and so we got my son into this new school. He took a football to school to play with his new friends, right? But a teacher stopped him, and she's like, I'm sorry, young man. You can't play with that ball here. That ball has a pointy end and it might hurt the other kids. I'm like, what? That's a football leash. She's like, actually, sir, we don't allow baseballs either. Okay, those things are hard. They can hurt the other kids. I'm like, do you have any other stupid shit to tell us? She's like, actually, since you asked, and please watch your language. This is a school. I'm like, okay, bitch. All right. She's like, when it snows here, we don't allow the kids to make balls out of the snow because we're worried that they might throw them at each other. That's what you do! You were flying! 0 to 60 in 0.2 seconds. You were gone. What's Timmy doing? He's racking his balls on an inside ball. He's like, ah! Vomiting. Just a spray of vomit. It was awesome. But you didn't get near that thing at full velocity. I was like, really going? It was like, it hurt. There's that one idiot kid that would try. He'd just latch on, and if you were too close, his feet would kick you in the head right before it slings.